Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my wine channel. Today I'm doing a short video on why I did this channel and what I'm trying to accomplish. So I started this channel about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit more than that, during the COVID time. And prior to that time, I was drinking with friends a lot and socializing. And when COVID hit, obviously we had to social distance and we didn't have as much networking and socializing. So I really missed that. But I try to count my blessings whenever I can. And the positive of that was that I actually spent more time at home, and I actually, instead of just drinking wines and enjoying them, I put a lot of more research into the wine and had more time to really look at the wine, understand it. So I started to really try to put that together. I also thought it was just a good idea for myself to put my thoughts down. I don't know if other people have this issue, but I find that when I drank a lot of wines, I drink them, I enjoy them, and then forget. I mean, you can always put notes, but this video series has helped me to really put down my thoughts and to think about what I'm saying and organize my thoughts about wines. The other thing that was really fun for me was just to do this whole YouTube thing. Prior to this, I'm not the most tech savvy person, and I wasn't comfortable at all with this technology. But I saw it and I thought it was just a new thing that I could learn, a skill that I could learn. So if you look at my first videos, they're terrible. Right now the videos are probably not that great either, but they're better. And I just thought it was neat for me to learn, and I have learned a lot about filming and videos and just how to even upload a video. So that was really a neat thing for me to learn. I really did it at first just as a experiment and just for fun because I had the time to do it. But I found that as I was doing it, I was learning more. And it was kind of nice that I was growing my subscribership. I don't have any false hopes of growing this to a huge channel, but it's really been fun for me to see the growth in the subscribers and viewership. And a lot of the subscribers and viewers I have now interacted with quite a bit over the months, and I really enjoy that interaction. I don't know whether that's your real people who wrote bots or whatever, but at least I enjoyed the interaction. What I really wanted to accomplish with this channel is to let people know that they can be themselves. I find that in the wine world, or when you're drinking wine, there's a lot of rules and there's a lot of things that people tell you have to do. And I really don't think that's correct. I went through that, believe me, I went through that whole stage. I've been, caught up in wine ratings and the pretentiousness. And now that I've drank for a number of years, I've drank with some of the most humble and sharing people. I try to give back a little bit with my knowledge, and just to let people know that it's okay not to have knowledge. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to not know everything about the wine. It's okay not to like really expensive wines. It's okay to like really cheap wines. It's okay to be yourself. And that's really the message that I want to bring out with this channel. I'm hoping that I can give people the confidence that, even a person like me that supposedly has drank a lot of wines, who drinks all these trophy wines, I drink value wines too. I enjoy value wines. I sometimes don't enjoy expensive wines. There's no real rhyme and reason, and there really doesn't need to be. You don't need to justify anything to anyone. Whether you like something or not, it doesn't matter if the whole world likes a wine. It doesn't matter if everyone in the world likes Lafite, Latour, Screaming Eagle, and you hate them all. That doesn't make you any better or worse a person. And likewise, if I'm a person that drinks Lafite, Latour, and I love it, that doesn't make me a better person or a more, a better person in general than anyone else. How did my wine journey start? It started with this bottle of wine. And I will be honest about this. This is not the exact bottle that I bought. The actual bottle I bought was 1996. This is the 1990 Chateau Pedescal. So when I started my wine journey, what happened is that I was like everyone else. I wanted to know about more wines. I did some research and I got excited about these Bordeaux futures that came out every year and the Bordeaux release. So I went to the liquor store and thought I knew what I was doing, and I picked up this bottle of wine. I still remember it was around $100. At that time, it was a really expensive wine for me. I was, just starting out and trying to learn about wines and buying $10, $20 wines. And so I made the purchase of this wine because it looked good. It looked like Grand Cru, Classé, Chateau Pedescal. Look at this wine. It looks beautiful, the label. And then it was like $100. So I thought, well, it's got to be a great wine. So I bought it, went home and researched this about Grand Cru Classé, what it was, and found out this was the 5th growth wine, and found out the notes to it. It's like, this is not a very good performing winery. So, and some people would be upset about that, but I was like, that's so smart of the French Bordeaux region to do this. That kind of tricked me. They impressed me with the label, and I didn't take it as a slight, but I took it as like, that's so neat that they tricked me. And every time I bought a bottle of wine, I would go and look at the bottle and look at the label, and then look at the description and all these high ratings, and then buy it, and then go back and do more research. It's like, oh, they tricked me again. And that's how I got into wine. I just got more interested into it, and I was so intrigued at how wines, labels confuse people. And not that I didn't want to be confused, but I just found it just so neat that wineries could do that. And that's what I find with the wine industry. I find that wine intimidates people more than anything else in the world. As an example, everyone has a comment. When you watch movies, everyone has a comment on the movie, but no one really is a cinematography. No one really knows how acting that well, but they all have comments. That's true with food, that's true with golf, that's true with world politics. Everyone has a comment about everything. Even though they might not be experts or whatever, or really that knowledgeable in that field. With wine, it's kind of funny. I find that people get very, very intimidated with wine, and even some very knowledgeable people will step back right away. Oh, so it's really funny reaction that people have. I've seen many very, very successful people just shrivel when they get a huge wine list. I've seen many very, very knowledgeable wine drinkers take a very humble approach when they're confronted with so-called wine experts. And that's not really their personality at all. You talk to them about anything else in the world, they don't do that. So I just found that a really peculiar trait among the wine industry. So that's why I wanted to do this channel. I really want to make wine accessible. That was the whole point of wine. Wine has never been about non-accessibility. It was always about drinking for pleasure. And somehow in the last 30 or 40 years, we've made this into something that it's really not. It's not for only the high-end people. It's not for only the knowledgeable people. It's really for everyone. And there really is no preconception or pre-requirements to drinking wine. Nothing. There's no knowledge requirement. There's no, other than age, I guess, requirement, but there's no real pre-requirements. Anyone can enjoy wine, even if you don't have knowledge. And I just want to encourage people to experiment, to put yourself out there. I know it's so hard because, if you feel like you know nothing about wine, and all these other people know a lot about wine, and you say something, not correct, you'll be laughed at. Take it from me. I've been laughed at a lot. I've been with winemakers. I've been wrong about oaked and non-oaked wines. It happens. But that's just, that's how you learn. If you don't be honest, then you never learn. And I've been in situations where I've said, listen, I think this is oak. And they say, that's impossible, Tony. There's no oak. It's aged in stainless steel. And then the discussion, oh, what are you smelling? What's tricking you? It's a learning process. And I just want people to be encouraged to ask questions. Don't be afraid about being wrong. I'm wrong all the time about wines. I blind taste all the time and get it wrong. So what does that mean? That means I'm wrong. It doesn't hurt my esteem. It doesn't hurt my ego. And that's really what I'm trying to get across to people. Get rid of your ego, your self-esteem about wine. Just because you drink great wines, just because you have some education, doesn't make you any better than anyone else. Likewise, just because you have no education in wine, you think you know nothing, that doesn't make you a terrible taster. Some of the best tasters in the world that I've experienced are people that actually have very honest opinions and have very good sensitivity to other tastes and aromas. So the purpose really of me doing this channel is to introduce people to some wines that are really spectacular wines, like trophy wines, that you may not have the opportunity to drink every day. Hopefully I can drink them and give you an honest assessment of how they taste. And other wines also, I drink value wines, I drink premium wines, I drink all types of wines. And to really just give you the consumer version of a rating. I don't kind of fluff it up. I don't kind of make a lot of bells and whistles on my videos. It's about the wine, and it's about a discussion about the wine. The wine is the star, not me. And so that's kind of how I do this channel. Hope you keep watching. Hope you enjoy what I do. And I'm always so pleased when people make comments, because that at least tells me what people are thinking, what people want to know. Hope this video has been kind of fun, or gives you some insight to what I'm trying to do with my channel. And I'll see you next time. Until next time, happy drinking.